Alright guys, welcome to another video. Shiraz here. Let's just dive right into this. Play the long game in life, guys. Life is always, well, people seem to always be in a rush with life. People always seem to be, there is a hustle culture, I get that. I've talked about this myself. I totally believe in being productive, guys. I believe in going for your goals, dreams. But sometimes, guys, you've got to play the long game with certain things in life, and people are too into playing the short game, and that never pays off, fellas. All right, that never pays off. This is personally what I've found in my experience. Is it's better to play the long game. Certainly, I'm learning this down the latter years of my life, guys. All right, is to play the longer game. I'm no longer in a rush, guys, or getting stressed out, or getting I used to get stressed out. I used to get anxious about hitting these goals, and throughout my experiences, guys, throughout my journey in life, certainly when I've started digging into bettering myself, being the best version of myself, I've realized that certain things that I have goals and ambitions to do, it's going to be a long run. Okay, it's going to be a long run. It's not short, fellas. All right, it's going to take time to get there, and you have to have a patience. And in today's society, guys, a lot of people do not have patience. They always look for shortcuts. Okay, I've done it myself. Looking for shortcuts, looking for the quickest way to do something. And sometimes, guys, that's not the best way. And some things it is, and some certain things it is, depending on the context of what we're talking about. But in the majority of life, we seem to be in too much of a rush, guys, to get to the destination. And that's where the saying comes from. It's not about getting to the destination, it's the journey. It's the adventure to get there. And this is the way you should look at playing life, guys. Life is a complete game. What you do not realize is that we are in a matrix in a game, and what you've got to realize is you've got to play this game to win. And you don't play a game and it's just over in 5 minutes. You play the game over time. You play that level over time. It may take hours, may take a few hours to get through that level. Okay, well, that's just kind of like longer. You're playing this game over the long run. Certain aspects of this game, guys, is going to take, you have to look in the long run, the long term. This is what training taught me, guys. This is why I so much love the analogy of weight training. Okay, this is why I love it, because weight training penultimate is a long game. Guys, what happens when somebody plays the short game with weight training? We all know where I'm going with this, guys. We all know what I'm talking about. The performance enhancing drugs route to weight training. Penultimately, guys, I don't care anybody says, this is my opinion, these men or these guys that are on these performance enhancing drugs will suffer later on in life, guys. They take the shortcut, the route to do that. Understand, if they're professional pro bodybuilders, you have to do that. But if you're looking now at what's going on, so many of them are dropping dead, guys, or their health's affected by doing that, because they unless you're in that game, guys, to become a pro bodybuilder, I get that, I understand that, but now you're getting a younger generation that's doing that now. So they're all going on peds at, like, I see 21, 22-year-olds, guys, and there's something not right, because they're too developed, all right. And because I've been a natural athlete for so long, I know who's basically taking the juice and who's not, okay. And it's rife now with youngsters, so they're not playing the long game, and they're going to suffer later on. They're going to cut themselves short, okay, especially in that game, guys, all right. So they're looking for quick results, and this never pays off, guys. Certainly in the context of that, so we digress, but in the context of life, guys, certain things is going to take you longer. People want instant gratification, guys, and they're not willing to forego that instant gratification to better themselves later on, to get that gratification later on. Let me give you an example. They don't want to play the long game in terms of finding the correct partner, settling down with the correct partner. Now this could refer to any female viewers out there as well. I mean, I know I get some female viewers out there. I look at the demographics. Some females watch this, so it could apply to both. They don't want to play the long game, all right. And saying that, guys, with females, there's a different issue here because they have a wall. Sorry, ladies, but they have a wall that they're going to hit. So understand that their rush to their rush to kind of settle down, and their rush to score a high value man, okay, because they have a wall that they're going to hit. Whereas men, you guys don't have a wall you're going to hit. So, and too many guys nowadays settle for less because they're just in that rush. They don't want to play the long game to level up, to become the best version of themselves, to seek life, to develop themselves, to be in a position that they can, if they do go down the route, support a partner. And also they don't want to have the patience and time to be selective about the females that they end up with. They don't want to vet these females, don't want to spend the time vetting these females, they don't want to protect themselves from that, guys. And this is why you're seeing a lot of you're seeing a hell of a lot of these divorces in the Red Pill community. And we just got to look at half these celebrities that are just getting destroyed financially by these females and the social media and everything. Just look in, you can just go and look at social media, the amount of high earning men that are getting absolutely destroyed because these guys didn't play the long game in terms of vetting these women, waiting around, trying to find just pacing it out, guys, and just being patient. No, they have to pick females that they didn't know the background history of, they didn't know the body count of, and they just kind of went in there, married these females. I mean, Steve Harvey, the recent basketball player I talked about in a video, that kind of thing. So they didn't play the long game, as this is what I'm talking about. Play the long game in life, guys, all right? Again, with in terms of playing the long game financially, people don't want to wait for the good things, guys. They don't want to wait for the luxuries, okay? They want those luxuries now. So especially in today's financial market, and guys, I've been there. I was like this. I just had no financial brain on me, okay? I'll be honest, I had no financial education, and that's not my fault, guys. That's a matrix system. You're not taught this in school, okay? I learnt this the really hard way, guys, all right? I learnt this the really hard way. I was really bad with finances. I was really bad at settling bills. I was really bad at being responsible that way because there was no financial education. I was really bad with understanding playing the long game, okay, waiting it out, you know. And the thing about, you know, the most successful millionaires, billionaires out there is, guys, they understand the long game. They don't hold on to money. Their money, they invest for the longer game. They invest for the longer term. They don't go out, guys, and use up money and buy cars and buy houses. And this is what today's modern generation society does. It wants that car now, it wants, so they'll, rather than thinking about the longer term, whereas to financially secure yourself, financially be in a position to not work again, financially be in a position later on down the line, if you're not there yet, is to secure yourself now. Forgo these things, play the longer game, and later on in life enjoy your just desserts. But people don't have the longer game mindset, guys. They don't see the longer game, and this is a thing. I started to learn, guys, and I've started to understand, and I've started to play that game, guys. Even with my physique, I get the benefits of developing year by year by year, guys. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all, guys. I've got a lot of weak points in my physique, but I've worked on a lot of the weak points, guys, and they are ironing themselves out because I've played the long game. Understand the long game. Understand the certain body parts that will take time. They take a lot of hard work. They take longer. Be patient. You're not always going to be strong. You're going to have bad days, good days, guys. You're going to have injuries. Sometimes, guys, I've got a knee tendon problem that kind of comes in, and just I can't press as much as I normally press, and this kind of thing. And so we've got to be patient, guys. But excuse me, I know I'll get there. You know, worked on my triceps a lot this year, last year, over the last 2 years actually, guys, because they weren't the best, and now they're thickening out again, becoming one of the best parts of my physique. My calves weren't as good. Worked on that because I understood the long game. I learned about the long game, guys, of patience, and patience is part of the long game. So life is playing the long game, guys. Yeah, as I said again, not in everything, fellas, but mostly in most things it's about playing the long game. Okay, play the long game in life. Be patient, guys, because patience is your key, guys. Having patience is the key, in my experience, to getting to where you're going, guys. Is always be patient. And there's other things involved in being patient as well, guys. You will, when you're patient with people, when you're patient with interactions, when you're patient socially, you will see your enemies creep out. You will see the loyalties. You will see things like this. So if you play the long game, guys, overall, it's going to set you right. It's going to set you. It's going to set you on sail in the right direction, guys. Playing the long game. Yes, with certain things you may have to play the short game, guys. Yes, and financially, you can play a shorter game if you have the knowledge and know-how to play the shorter game, guys. All right, you may be involved in high-risk investments or investments that could double down, these kind of things that could give you the short-term, quicker gain. Sometimes you have to go into to take that risk, guys, of the faster movement on it. But in life in general, guys, it is playing the long game. This is what I've learned. If you keep yourself, guys, physically fit, healthy, try and eat well, it's all the things I've talked to you about on my channel, guys. I've done videos on this. Go and check the videos out. They're free. Okay.
And don't forget, guys, the most important
keep
one,
yourself in good stead,
making
with
sure
all
that
this,
you
guys.
exercise
Play
daily.
the long game. Okay. People
And
cannot play the long game
my suggestion
in latter
is
years and
get in the
older
gym,
ages, because, guys,
lift some weights, guys.
they've screwed themselves
Pump
up
the
taking
iron,
shortcuts. They've screwed themselves
keep
up
fit,
with
guys. Weights, whatever you want to do
Okay.
when you train.
Indulging in toxic
any sort
behavior,
of exercise, but
indulging in
exercise
toxic
should
substances,
be at
alcohol,
the
drugs,
hub and the main front of your
toxic
routine.
diets, toxic relationships, the mental health goes, the stress goes, they're financially at ruin because they haven't played the long game, guys. So play the long game, guys. I intend to keep playing the long game, guys, as long as I can go, because I can be patient for the gratification that is to come. And yeah, you got to keep, guys, playing the long game in your development as well, because you're never perfect, guys. The biggest investment, guys, as you can make is in yourself. As I did that the video previously, that's a massive investment. Your biggest investment is you, guys, is you. You know, everything else will fall off in that. So that's why self-development is a massive thing. So play the long game, guys, and be smart about it, and just, yeah, guys, have patience out there. Have patience. You know, if you're not in the position you are at a moment, guys, you have to have faith that you will get there. Okay, but you have to play the long game. It's the journey. The excitement's in the journey, guys. we're always told, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that, but life is a journey, and half the excitement is not knowing what's out there. It's like, I like the analogy Leonardo DiCaprio did in that film. It was a great line. It was they were all up at the table, okay, and she says, "And you find that kind of meager existence appealing?" And he says, "Well, yes, ma'am, I do. You know, I've got the air in my lungs and a few blank sheets of paper. I never know where I'm going to go or what I'm going to do." You know, a great line. But in saying that, guys, there was a bit of um, poverty programming in that as well. So, but I just like the line in terms, in context of, yes, live your life as if, you know, an excitement, an adventure. But they use poverty programming, guys, for the audience. So you think that poverty is better than the rich family and the film and all the rich lifestyle, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they made it look out to be they're the bad guys because they were rich, and Hockley buys her a necklace and all that. And now that I understand the mind so much, and now when I look back and watch these films, even when I was younger, I thought, you know, Hockley's bad, the rich family's bad, you know, the poor DiCaprio's, but I now understand the programming so much about how they try to show you how wealth is bad, wealth is evil, the wealthy people are evil, you know. And guys, the Rose character, she would never, ever, ever go with the Jack guy, right? When she's got like that pearl necklace on that's worth millions, man. This is fantasy, all right? This is what I've realised now. Once I went down this journey, this is the realization. When I watch these things now, I've realised how brainwashed Hollywood tries to make us in terms of poverty mindset, guys, to adopt the poverty mindset, but no longer, guys. You know, it's better late than never. So what's saying that, guys, I'm going to leave it here. It's been a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did watch to the end, I thank you very much, guys. Until the next one, see you soon, and Shiraz out. Take care.